Greetings friends, I am Obsidian. It's been 11 days since we got the biggest episode of Skibidi Toilet to date, and it sure was a ride not just for me, but also for the entire community, and it's also been 3 days for the full season. So much has been left unanswered, and so many more questions are being asked. So today, I am here to give my thoughts and theories on the plot of 75, and just the general feel of the next season overall, but also give you my thoughts on 74, since many of my predictions came true. But before we get into today's video, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future analysis and theory videos. Also, give my video a like as it will help me out and be greatly appreciated. Let's begin. So as I mentioned, it's been a few days since the release of the biggest episode from Dafuk to date, and we sure were treated to some incredible scenes, but also some frightening. Our analysis team was certainly on the edge of their seats when the episode dropped, but the only problem was that our team could not get an analysis out as it dropped at 4 AM for some of the team since they're on the GMT side. So for this video, we will bring you some analysis for 74, but also a plot theory for 75, and for the rest of next season as a whole, since I have so much to talk about for this episode, and also for the upcoming episode 75, season 24, and the next season overall. In one of my last theory videos, I mentioned about G-Man being an astro toilet, as I had done a while back, along with a return from the UFO astro toilet after a troll photo was sent to Elite Cameraman a while ago, and the fact that G-Man would eventually become a Titan. And I remember mentioning the G-Titan specifically when I was theorizing for the events of episode 71, which was already a while ago. I thought this, because G-Man 4.0 had a core upgrade, so I thought it was only logical for him to get arms and legs next, since he was building himself up to be a Titan. And now it's more certain than ever that that is the path that Boom is going, with the blueprints of the G-Titan base upgrades, and the fact that G-Man wants to be a part of the Alliance, who are made up of arms and legs, in order to fight against the Astro Toilets. So, as you saw during the episode, all my theories came true after months of having these theories, and it's safe to say that I was correct all along to think along these lines. I had the thought he was an Astro Toilet after episode 72 part 1, when the detainer Astro Toilet called G-Man Commander, which could only mean that G-Man was the commander of all Astro Toilets, as we saw from the photo the TV man picked up during episode 74, which had to have been from the past. Even the quality of the paper looks like it's changed, and it looks like it's been there for some time, which means that the Astro G-Man was a thing of the past, and now it makes sense why the Astro Toilets want to kill G-Man, because he betrayed the Astro Alliance to become the commander of the Skibidi Toilets and create his own army, instead of being a part of something more powerful. If you ask me, the photo of Astro G-Man looks like he crashed into planet Earth, and it's likely that he was experimented on during the time the Alliance were all humans. Could it have been G-Man who brought the Skibidi virus to Earth when he crash landed? It's certainly something to think about, since it may not have come from the secret agent, like I had previously thought when I gave my theories on where the virus came from. Or maybe leaving the song on repeat, like we saw in the base, is the cause of the virus itself, since it showed the moment the vinyl player was destroyed, the humanoid Skibidi men came out of their trance-like state and began to try and attack the Alliance. As I stated previously also, I said the containers that the toilets are carrying around with them contained Titan body parts, which we got to see a preview of on the wall in the base. The blueprint had the jet turbines to the side of the toilet, and guess what was in 2 of the 4 containers? Jet turbines that G-Man equipped at the end of episode 73 to get away from Titan TV Man. So, one could only assume that the other 2 containers have arms and legs ready for G-Man to magnetize and attach himself to become the thing known as the G-Titan. I also predicted G-Man would become a Titan a while ago, when I said that the Astro Toilets would attack, and the suit that G-Man is likely to go into would be a technical Astro Toilet Titan suit, which would make him become the new Titan in the universe. The likely reason for the Astro Toilets giving chase in episode 70 was because the scientists' last project was the Titan body, and with it would contain Astro technology that was likely stolen when G-Man came to the toilet side and left the Astros, which would mean he committed treason on the eyes of the Astros, since the technology would be as powerful in the Titan body against the Astro race. Of course, G-Man and the Alliance teaming up to take out the Astro Ark will be the next episodes, but for episode 75, I feel we could be in the speaker base at last, as it would make sense. Since Titan Speakerman is still heavily injured, we will most likely see him get taken to the base by Titan TV Man and begin to get fixed up after Dafuk told Elite Cameraman that we would see the speaker base soon, which is likely to be episode 75. With season 24 on the horizon very soon, I believe that one of the secret scenes will be us seeing Titan cameraman still alive. And okay, if we don't see it though, hopefully we can get some clarity on that early next season. Since we never saw a body in episode 74, Titan cameraman is most definitely still alive, and probably took out quite a few low ranks in the Astro toilet invasion, and maybe he got captured. I hope not, but I don't think he is dead for real, and the Astro situation is most definitely an invasion, because Dafuk changed the description right after he had posted the video. As I said a while back, the Astro toilets are from the deep belly of space, where I also believe the computer race could be from. Speaking of the computer race, during the POV of the TV man, we saw a strange-looking figure, and after saving the photo, it confirmed it to be a computer man, which suggests I was correct to think that by episode 80, we will have the new race come in to also help the Alliance and G-Man, and it will be the computer race, who would know the Astro toilets very well just like G-Man does, but who knows. The final Astro toilets by the end of the arc are likely to be the Mothership Astro toilet, Detainer Astro toilet, UFO toilet, and Juggernaut Astro toilet. I do think that the Mothership Astro toilet has some tricks up its sleeve, because it's the biggest Astro toilet and character in this whole series. There is no way that this being is not significant in some way. I feel as though these four will die together during a huge battle that will involve Titan G-Man, upgraded Titans, and the computer race, who will have very technologically advanced weapons that could do serious damage to the Astro race and wipe them out once and for all. If Titan cameraman does get captured and infected, I don't think that he will stay on the Astro toilet side for long, and I am sure that someone would find a way to bring him back to the good side and help him fight against the infection and overcome it, or get rid of the parasite. I think that he will be on the side of the Alliance in the final battle, and I think that if not all four of the Astro toilets dying, I think that the Mothership Astro toilet can definitely go down and sacrifice itself. Anyway, we have yet to know what is happening with the Astro claw that was taken by Polycephaly Large TV Man and the TV scientist during the secret scene of episode 72 full episode. Maybe that thing that the TV men were working on in the background of the TV base in episode 74 is the Astro claw arm that they are modifying for Titan TV Man's next upgrade most likely. Perhaps the TV scientist will plan to either put the claw on the back of Titan TV Man or wield it to his other arm, in which while he's teleporting his arm to attack an enemy from behind or at the side, he can be using the Astro arm to grab cheap shots sent towards him, and he can send them hurtling back towards the enemy, like we have seen Detainer Astro Toilet do in episode 72 part 2, and Titan Cameraman during the battle with G-Man in episode 73 part 2, and we know how cool that looked until G-Man turned into a psycho. But also, if the Astro Claw does get attached to Titan TV Man's back, I think that Titan TV Man's shoulder claws can be engineered to the tips of the Astro Claw, and then the Astro Claw would have a longer reach with the help of Titan TV Man's shoulder claws, and it could maybe even generate more energy, or slice the energy it's generating into more energy balls that can be spread to hit a lot of Astro toilets at once. So in general, I think that in the next season overall, we will see Titan Speakerman get taken to the Speakerman base by Titan TV Man, and we will see Titan TV Man teleport to where G-Man is heading and ask to talk with him and say that he is right about the Alliance needing him. And now he is willing to give G-Man a chance. He would then take G-Man to the TV base, and the scientist TV Man would start questioning him. Meanwhile, we could see Camera Woman and the other humans get taken to the Alliance base, but then that one infected human turns fully and tries to kill another human, but they get taken out by an upgraded Speaker Woman, who we haven't seen in a while compared to Camera Woman and TV Woman. Then the episode ends. In episode 76, we will likely see the Alliance helping to construct G-Man's Titan body, as well as teaming up with him for the meantime. Also, the special agents of both sides become one team, and then by the end of this episode, we see the G-Titan getting assembled, and Titan TV Man would also be getting some upgrades too, namely the Astro Claw upgrade exactly the way I mentioned earlier. Then, in episode 77, they will go out together and start fighting against Astro toilets, and they'll manage to defeat the UFO Astro toilet in this episode. At least I hope so, because this goober right here is just so annoying, and I am sure that it's going to be a big battle if it does happen. At the end of this episode, we would see the real mastermind behind the Astro toilets, and we'll get confirmation of it, and we'll find out that it could even be the evil male 09 from the Beatbox universe that is behind the creation of the evil Astro toilet alien race. Now then, to finish off the video, I have a big analogy that I've realized about Skibidi Toilet and the Invincible series and comics as a whole. I'll let you know when I get to spoiler territory when I mention stuff about the comics and how something similar could happen in Skibidi Toilet. So basically, I think that the Astro Toilet race is very similar to the Viltrumite race, in that they both conquer worlds and are a very big threat in their respective universes. One thinks that humans are just lesser beings, and the other side thinks the same about the Skibidi Toilets and the Alliance and Earth overall, because they're both just generally that much stronger in their universes, so they feel the need to conquer and get rid of the weak in their universe. I think that G-Man Toilet and a character named Omni-Man are more similar than you think. Not only do they have similar haircuts with slick backs, but also they were both tied to these powerful factions, the Astro Toilets and the Viltrumites, and they both realized that what they were doing was wrong and that they shouldn't go down in a path of conquering worlds. Omni-Man had his son Invincible make him end up realizing the error of his ways, and so something similar could have happened with G-Man. Maybe when he first came to Earth, he wanted to conquer it, when he crash-landed in that picture from episode 74. But the Scientist Toilet and other characters made him realize that Earth is a good place and that they should form an alliance, so therefore he wanted to let go of his vicious past. That's why he doesn't look like an Astro Toilet anymore, because he chose to ally to the Skibidi Toilets and be their commander and their hero. But even then, G-Man likely indirectly caused the humans to start turning into Skibidi Toilets as soon as he got there, and that's what caused the Skibidi infection. And the first Skibidi Toilet we see in the series was the first human victim of that, and the secret agent was there when he saw it happening. But thanks to his secret powers, he likely managed to escape the infection, which could also explain how he knows that the Astro Toilets are a bigger threat, because of how they want to conquer the world, and the fact that they are from outer space, thanks to G-Man's crash landing on Earth, that the secret agent saw happen, and then he likely helped the scientists in the episode 73 flashback with the creation of the cameramen, and the Alliance to combat against the Skibidi Toilets, who are now posing a big threat, because they were infecting normal humans with the Skibidi Toilet virus. So then when it was time for the Alliance to step in, they did, and that's how the war between them began. They were ultimately made to try to stop the virus from spreading, but it already spread too far, and G-Man had no choice but to fight again if he wanted to remain alive. However, G-Man knows that the Alliance and Toilets should team up now, because he knows that the Astro Toilets are now here to kill everyone, including him, and that is what Omni-Man and G-Man have in common. They are both traitors to their own race, and now they have to fight against them because they're stronger, but also they can't do it alone. So they need help from other characters, like Invincible and the Alliance, who are the protagonists of the story. And now Scientist TV Man knows of G-Man's knowledge of the Astro Toilets and wants to use him as an asset, so he can upgrade G-Man to a Titan and have him fight alongside the Titans against this bigger threat. Though spoilers ahead, but in the Invincible comics, the leader of the coalition of planets named Thaddeus was the first Viltrumite to betray the Viltrum Empire, and he also developed a virus later on that would only have the abilities of killing Viltrumites and harming Viltrumite DNA. What if the same thing can be applied to the Astro Toilets? What if the way to defeat these Astro Toilets is not with brute force or power, but with mental strategy? What if the Scientist TV Man and G-Man are able to create a virus that destroys and kills Astro Toilets, and they implement that in a weapon, and once that weapon comes into contact with an Astro Toilet, it kills them, or it releases some sort of gas to get them sick and weak, and ultimately finish them off? Of course, this wouldn't be used against G-Man, but maybe Astro Toilets like the UFO Toilet, or the Juggernaut Astro Toilet, and the other Astro Fleets. And yes, I know the Juggernaut Astro Toilet has a mask, but maybe this virus would be that much more powerful that it would bypass the Juggernaut's gas mask, and whoever the leader of the Astro Toilets are, will definitely be powerful like the Grand Regent Thrag, the leader of the Viltrumites in the Invincible series. Anyway, this is where this analogy and the theories come to a close, and I do think that these two stories are different, but very similar in their own ways. So what do you think, friends? Do you have any theories? If you do, write them in the comments as they're always welcome. Also, come join Chasing Skylar's Discord where you will find me, along with plenty of Skibidi leaks, and chat to an incredible community full of wonderful people. Thank you for watching my video. I was Obsidian, and until next time, my friends.